Welcome, beautiful souls. This is Katerina Satori, and I'm coming to you with just a few perspectives of how you can reconnect to a greater remembrance of thriving through your joy, thriving by sharing your gifts with the world. And in this transmission, we'll see what comes through. I have a couple of ideas, right? And this whole topic of prosperity is so alive for me, darlings, because a lot of you know my story. I didn't grow up around prosperity. I grew up around seeing struggle and survival and hardship. I was raised by a single mother, living in the Soviet Union when the country went through a massive collapse, and uncertainty was the only thing we knew. Instability, uncertainty, and really like the constant experience of waiting for another shoe to drop. And I remember even as a child, I was so committed to find another way. And I was not satisfied by seeing a life of survival. And I told myself, I am going to get really smart, read all the books available to me, and learn how I can use my mind to create a better life for myself. So as a child, this was my aim. 7, 10 years old, I decided to learn English on my own from books and tapes so I can open the doors to a different reality. So this is the principle number one, is learning to use your mind as an instrument to attune to the frequency of a prosperity, because survival is a frequency, prosperity is a frequency. Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome, my loves. You can count on inspiration, some fiery energy, and a confirmation of what you already know, because we agreed to help each other remember that thriving and prosperity is as natural as breathing, right? Natural as breathing. So it all begins with attuning our mind to prosperity every single morning, because your thoughts are like a boomerang. Please remember this, write this down. Your thoughts are like a boomerang. So whatever you think about comes back to you multiplied. So if you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you begin to look at Facebook feed and you begin to look at the headlines. I know I have quite advanced spiritual community here, so this may not be this may not be your reality, but that's what I see so many people do. They wake up and they give up their sovereignty first thing in the morning by allowing their mind to be trapped in these headlines that are not prosperity headlines. So we got to be incredibly committed to not give access to our mind to any incoherent vibration. So you wake up, darlings, you wake up and you say, I am going to attune to the vibration of thriving. I'm going to count every single blessing that I have. I'm going to call in opportunities today. I'm going to look at everything that I have in my life that feels like plenty. Plenty of energy today, I feel prosperous. Plenty of inspiration today, I feel prosperous. So you see, you attune your mind. You don't let it attune itself. You don't wait for it to happen. You don't wait for a mood. You make a choice to attune to prosperity as a frequency. And prosperity is living life well. Prosperity is when you wake up and you're excited to move your dream, your vision forward. You're excited to take that idea that you had yesterday and cloak it into matter. So beloveds, this is really powerful because prosperity is who you are. When you remember that you are divinity in form, that you have this natural connection to the infinite supply, which is your source, then you begin to look forward to connecting to that every morning, and then connecting to that every evening. When you go to sleep, you mentally, emotionally, and energetically lay down any kind of burdens. And you say, I am going to rest peacefully this night, knowing that I am connected to the source of infinite supply. And if I remember that I came to this incarnation with very unique spiritual gifts, with very unique soul gifts, that I am here to unfold, to develop, and then to offer them to the world. You know, one of my favorite sayings is by incredible artist, Pablo Picasso. He says, the purpose of life is to find your gift. The meaning of life is to give it away. There is nothing more fulfilling when you find the gift that you came to offer to the world. And then when you found that gift, the journey begins of you playfully discovering your unique way of offering that gift. So prosperity rewards uniqueness. Please write this down. Prosperity does not reward a status quo. Prosperity does not reward imitation. Prosperity does not reward mediocrity. Imitation, mediocrity, status quo is safe. You will not rock the boat. You will not attract criticism. You will not attract even envy. But when you stand in your uniqueness and you begin to beam this unique light of your soul, prosperity begins to chase you. Prosperity begins to chase you because you stand and you express your unique vibration, your unique heart pulse, your unique voice. Yes, it may require some patience and discipline to refine your gift. Remember, your soul gift is like a diamond, right? And every talent that we have, we get to develop it. We get to develop it, beloveds. That's why, I always give assignments to my students and my clients to be visible, to practice their message by giving it a voice. What do you stand for? What do you believe? How do you desire to make a difference in the world, right? And by being willing to share your light consistently, generously, and authentically, you become the magnet of prosperity. You become the magnet of prosperity. Prosperity rewards uniqueness. Another way to say it, darlings, individuality. It's a really big difference between specialness that is rooted in unconscious competition. How can I be more special than you? You see the difference? Uniqueness is you are this beautiful vessel that uniquely reflects the light of divinity. You're so unique. There is never going to be anyone like you. You only have this one unique personality, one unique self, once in each incarnation. You will never have exactly the same lifetime. How incredible is that? So, prosperity. I love the metaphor. I love the metaphor of you wake up and you make a choice to be like the sun. You wake up and you make a choice and you say, I am going to be like the sun today. How? Well, look at the sun. The sun is visible. The sun is warm and the sun is generous. So imagine when the more your consciousness begins to open up as this sun consciousness, you wake up and you are excited to express your light, to share your warmth, to share your generosity, to share what you have found on the path that helped you. And it's so beautiful because, when you come from that authentic place of true generosity, opportunities begin to chase you, prosperity begin to chase you, people would gather around you, right? Generous, consistent, visible. Generous, consistent, visible, right? So, darling, and prosperity is that feeling in your heart that you have plenty. This is why it's so powerful to track your mind where you wake up. And is the first thought that you attune, is the gratitude for everything that is already plenty in your life. Because remember, your thoughts are like a boomerang. If you think, I have so plenty, and you really feel the joy and the gratitude for every single good thing that you already have. The universe is a giant quantum mirror that reflects back to you your state of your thoughts, your state of your consciousness. But if you wake up and the first thought is, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, or I'm falling behind, I'm not catching up, right? Thoughts are the boomerang. So very powerful, darlings. You wake up and you are attuned. You are tuned to, I have so plenty. Look at the bounty of my life and feel your connection with the source of infinite supply, your creator. And then from that place where you are tuned and aligned, you ask for guidance. Spirit, bring the right opportunities to be of service. Who I can be generous to. How can I share my voice and my heart with more courage, with more generosity, and with more warmth today? It will change your life, beloveds, if you begin to remember that prosperity is just as natural as breathing. Be visible with your voice. If you're my fellow light worker, right now we have so many opportunities to add light to people who maybe have no idea how to access it, who maybe never heard about energy and emotions and mastery of the mind, and you have been gathering these tools for the last 10 years. Now is the time to be generous with your wisdom, to be generous with your storytelling, because we learn through storytelling, right? To be generous with your essence, to be generous with your frequency. Whatever you give comes back to you multiplied only, always. So walking today with this attunement that prosperity is who you are. Prosperity is that incredibly profound, genuine experience of sweetness of life, that your life is so sweet. And you cultivate that sense of awe. You look at your life, and even at the areas that may lack clarity or may lack completion, you look at that as a beautiful unfolding of the magic of your life. And you see the beauty, and when you look for the hidden beauty in every life experience, the beauty is all you find. The same thing with prosperity. So, darlings, I'm going to give a whole talk about prosperity this Monday at my Soul Sister event, Expansion, Embodied Empire, Guided by Spirit. So if you'd like to be there, you can just scroll through either my Facebook or my Instagram feed, and you will see a beautiful graphics announcing that event. Then I'm hosting a full moon ceremony this Sunday. And I am so, so grateful because, I don't like to use the word busy, because to me, it's kind of like the old vibrational energy. But I use the word focused. And I've been incredibly focused last 3 months on all these opportunities to be of service. All I see everywhere I look is so many opportunities to be of service. And prosperity is that feeling that, where you're feeling like spirit is guiding you, spirit is asking you to show up and share your light, show up and serve. And prosperity begins to be the only thing you know, begins to chase you. So you get to experience that. Remember, be like the sun, attune your consciousness to prosperity is a choice, moment by moment. This could be the most profound practice for you, until no trace of lack consciousness is left. Yes, it is absolutely possible to completely release any fears around money, any fears, any traces of lack or limitation, right? You begin to live as this expanded field of prosperity. And it can be created by you. So you too can be a living testimony that it doesn't matter how simple were your beginnings. And it doesn't matter if you grew up around survival, and now maybe you are the first trailblazer in your ancestral lineage who chose to thrive. And what an incredible legacy to leave behind. So thank you, beloveds, for joining me. Have a magnificent, magnificent day, and choose to thrive. It's a choice. Attune your consciousness and see what happens.